Hey guys, this is Prasham from Mobipedia, and today we'll be doing the video comparison between the Moto G and the Xiaomi Mi 3. First of all, the main thing is that both these devices are the ruling people of the mid-range segment of phones, and both come at nearly the same price. This at approximately 12,000 and this is approximately at 14,000. Both devices are extremely popular in the Indian market and are considered good devices. Some people like to buy the Moto G because of following two reasons. First of all, because of the build and grip. The Moto G offers a kind of grippy back cover that has a nice grip to it and has a Moto dimple over here. The Moto G, as you can see, is more compact than the Xiaomi Mi 3, and the Moto G is good to use in the hands. For using the Moto G, you don't have to normally do some hand gymnastics to just go across the screen. Like my thumb cannot reach the end of the screen on the Xiaomi Mi 3, and I have to do quite a bit of hand gymnastics to completely use the screen utility. The second option is most people in India are of the mind that Xiaomi, being a Chinese company, does not offer good service, good feedback, not good hardware, not good software. But the main thing is that the Xiaomi is a good company and it offers good specifications all over, and the hardware and the service centers are good, and the Xiaomi is constantly working for improving its quality. Let's have a hardware walkthrough of both the devices. Both devices have 3.5mm audio jacks on top and a secondary noise cancellation microphone over here and over here. The Xiaomi does not have a removable back cover like the Moto G, and the Xiaomi has a SIM removal tool over here. Both devices are not at all the same, but because they are in the mid-range segment, I am comparing both of them for you. On the back of the device, we have a 5-megapixel camera with a single LED flash over here and a 13-megapixel camera with dual LED flash over here. On the build quality of the devices, there also comes quite a lot of differences on which the buying concern of the person depends. First of all, the Moto G is entirely plastic and feels good in the hand whatsoever and is grippy and easy to hold. On the other hand, the Xiaomi is made of aluminium and is made by Foxconn, the same company that has a 2010 contract with Apple. And the Xiaomi display is beautiful to look at, and the back panel is also quite beautiful. The Xiaomi logo glimmering over here is shiny and is beautiful to look at from a distance. If you look at the Mi 3 from a distance, you will not guess that it's an iPhone. You will just say that must be some Chinese phone, but yes, it's Chinese, but the build quality is good. The device is quite good. The same case with the Moto G. Both offer good specifications at the same price point. Going to the camera, this has a 2-megapixel front facing camera and this has a 5-megapixel front facing camera. On the downside of both the devices, on the Xiaomi Mi 3 we have a speaker grill over here and a micro USB port over here, and on here we have a micro USB port and the primary microphone over here, and we have a primary microphone. I don't know where is it on this device, I can't find it. On the left side of both the devices don't have any buttons on the left side. On the right side, on the Xiaomi Mi 3, we have the power lock button over here and the volume rockers over here. On the Moto G, we have the power lock button over here and the volume rockers over here. As you can see, there is quite a bit of difference between the two devices hardware wise, and the devices are quite different according to the hardware and the software also. Let's get in the software. First, in the software, we'll see the lock screen on both the devices. Having the lock screen on both the devices, we can see that first of all, the lock screen in the Moto G is vanilla Android and cannot be much customized and is just the same lock screen without any kind of widgets. The widgets can be added, yes. On the Moto G, widgets can be added, but there is no shortcut for getting into the camera or the dialer. On the other side, in the Xiaomi Mi 3, in the unlock screen, we have the unlock button on the downside, a measuring button on the right side, a camera on the top and a dialer on the left. Let's dive into the UIs of both. The first thing you'll notice striking about the UI of both the devices is that first, this is running Android KitKat 4.4.4 out of the box vanilla and does not have any customizations whatsoever. The Motorola has not added much of bloatware in the devices, and both devices are running Android KitKat, but the Motorola Moto G is running Android KitKat 4.4.4, whereas the Xiaomi Mi 3 is running KitKat 4.4.2. As you can see the difference between the two Androids. This is because Motorola, being a partner of Google, does run out updates a little bit quicker than the Xiaomi does. It has been quite a while since Xiaomi has released this device, but has still not rolled out an update. Going in through the UI, we see that both devices are extremely fluid. The Xiaomi Mi 3 does not have a app drawer in it, and so the scrolling through apps is pretty difficult task for some. But for most of the people, they think it's similar to an iPhone and don't have any problems. Both devices are extremely customizable. The Moto G over here, being a vanilla Android phone, can be customized using downloading features from the Play Store. On the other hand, the Xiaomi can have both things, downloading from the Play Store and getting it from the theme application in the MIUI. You can customize everything in the MIUI that is not customizable even on the Moto G. You can even customize the boot animation, status bar, favorites tray, dial pad, everything from the status bar to how your phone looks, how your keys are placed, and how your screen responds. It has a glove mode, it does not have a glove mode. Going into the camera UIs of both the devices, we see that the camera on both devices are not at all similar. The Xiaomi Mi 3 has a 13 megapixel camera, whereas the Moto G has a 5 megapixel rear facing camera. The UI on the Moto G is just custom vanilla UI and does not have any customization added to it. The Xiaomi Mi 3 on the other hand has a customized Mi camera with a little bit of more specifications and more details added to it. The basic thing in the Motorola camera is just touch on the screen to click a photo. The Xiaomi has just click and touch over here. The shutter speed on both devices, I would give, as you can see, the Xiaomi wins the shutter speed round, as the shutter speed is absolutely fast as compared to the Moto G. The Moto G has video recording capabilities to approximately 720p, while the Xiaomi Mi 3 has 1080p video recording capabilities. No 4K videos are available on both the devices. Turning to the front facing camera on both the devices, we see the front facing camera 5 megapixel over here and 2 megapixel over here. The cameras on the both devices are nearly the same. The rear camera on the Xiaomi Mi 3 has a f2.2 aperture and 5 lens camera, and the Xiaomi Mi 3 on the other hand, the Moto G on the other hand does not have all those gimmicks added to it. If you want to buy the Xiaomi Mi 3, you will have to wait for Xiaomi Mi 3 to come back in stock in Flipkart, and Xiaomi has flash sales in which the devices go out of stock in approximately 2.5 seconds as far. The Moto G is readily available on Flipkart and you can buy it any time you want. Both come preloaded with Google applications like Google Play, but in the Moto G you cannot uninstall bloatware. That is, if you want to uninstall Play Newsstand, you cannot uninstall it, you can disable it. But in the Xiaomi Mi 3, you can directly uninstall the application without disabling it. Both these devices have 16 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of memory, and this has 2 GB of RAM and this has 1 GB of RAM. This has a 2.25 GHz processor, Snapdragon 801 that is, but most on paper it is Snapdragon 800, but actually it is Snapdragon 801 because Snapdragon 801 was not available while this was launched, so it shows Snapdragon 800. This is a Snapdragon 400 with 1.2 GHz quad-core processor. Both devices are fast in day-to-day life, and both devices will not show you day-to-day lag. Both devices are fast, and the touchscreen and response on both devices is good. If you go on the software side, then the MIUI, I would give my vote to the MIUI because MIUI is extremely customizable and is good to use without a app drawer and everything like that. Motorola has custom UI for all those custom UI lovers out there who love the custom UI. The call quality on the Xiaomi Mi 3 is better than the Moto G whatsoever, also depending on the size, but the Xiaomi Mi 3 has a better call quality both for me and for the person listening to me. The Xiaomi Mi 3 has a bigger display, a better PPI. It has 441 PPI and this has approximately some 341 PPI, I suppose, 336 or something like that, I don't remember properly. The Xiaomi Mi 3 has a 1080p display while the Moto G has a 720p display. Both have a lot of sensors like the accelerometer, gyroscope and compass. The NFC is present on the Xiaomi Mi 3 while NFC is not so prevalent in the Moto G. The battery life on the Moto G is worse than the battery life of the Xiaomi Mi 3. The Xiaomi Mi 3 lasts approximately more than a day while the Moto G just struggles for a day. The main comparison and depends on what you like. If you like the bigger screen, a bigger, just 2000 rupees extra, a better hardware quality and a better software quality, the software quality depends on you. But if I were to buy, I bought the Xiaomi Mi 3. Thanks for watching this Prasham from Mobipedia. Please do remember to like and subscribe.